India has the 5th largest automobile industry in the world. In order to facilitate the automobile manufacturers, the NATRIP project was initiated by the Ministry of Heavy Industries, under which the Government of India has created state-of-the-art facilities. One such facility is Global Automotive Research Centre, GARC. GARC is located at Oragadam, Tamil Nadu. It is spread over 300 acres of land. GARC has various labs for wide range of automotive testing application like Vehicle Evaluation Lab, Powertrain Lab, EMC Lab, Electric Vehicle Lab, Safety Components Lab, Photometry Lab, Fatigue Lab, Advanced Passive Safety Lab and Recycling Unit. GARC is authorized to certify automotive vehicles, safety components and systems as per Central Motor Vehicle Rules. GARC is accredited by NABL and certified for ISO 9001-2015. GARC Vehicle Evaluation Lab has various test tracks to conduct developmental as well as homologation tests as per national and international standards. VEL tracks are certified by TUV Rhineland. High-speed test track with 4.5 km length is used to perform course down test, fuel consumption test, speedometer calibration and speed limiter test, cooling performance test, acceleration test, max speed test, hood latch test and various other developmental tests. VEL has 3 different braking surfaces such as ceramic, basalt and asphalt. There is an acceleration lane, stabilization lane and braking surfaces with a safety zone and arrestor pit. It is used for ABS performance evaluation. VEL wet grip test track is used to evaluate and certify the tires for wet grip index. Water weight test track is used to check the water intrusion inside vehicles and also the fording capability of vehicles over water. External noise test track is used to conduct tests as per ISO 10844-2014. VEL test hills tracks used for parking brake test, gradability test, hill ascent and descent control, axle durability test, etc. Steering pad is used for steering effort test, steady state test and ESP rollover protection test. VEL client workshops, centralized control tower supports the clients along with various instruments and data loggers. GARC Powertrain Lab has the state-of-the-art chassis dynamometer and engine dynamometer with world-class emission test system to conduct developmental, BS6 and Euro 6 trials. Vehicle emission tests conducted to detect the tailpipe emission for all L, M and N category vehicles with GVW up to 3,500 kg. Low temperature soak room is used to perform cold start ability and drivability trails of heavy commercial vehicles. Mileage accumulation chassis dynamometer MACD performs a high degree of accuracy and repeatability test to simulate road condition. Shed is used to determine hydrocarbon emissions from SI engines as a consequence of closed parking. Engine test cell holds 3 test cells which are capable of testing engines from 20 kW to 450 kW power range. It is capable of testing engines for on-road vehicles above 3.5 ton, off-road vehicles and genset engine. With the help of emission analyzers, components like carbon monoxide, THC, nitric oxide, methane, carbon dioxide and ammonia are measured along with PM, PN, smoke and opacity. Real driving emission RDE measurement for heavy-duty vehicles and light-duty vehicles capable of measuring emission level along with GPS data, environmental data and vehicle ECU data. Electromagnetic Interference and Electromagnetic Compatibility Lab is one of the Center of Excellence in GARC facility. EMC Lab has 2 vehicle level and 2 component level semi-anechoic chambers. Larger chamber is used for light and heavy commercial vehicles and small chamber is used for 2 and 3 wheelers testing along with chassis dynamometers. Radiated immunity and radiated emission tests are conducted using absorber line shielded enclosure as per national and international standards for on-board and off-board tests. This lab also performs radiated immunity and radiated emission tests at component level for different ranges of frequencies. The bulk current injection test facility can perform from 1 MHz to 400 MHz using current probe and TWC. The conducted emission test can be performed using voltage method and current probe method. The conducted transient immunity test can be performed up to 100 ampere. Apart from them, this EMC facility also conducts electrostatic discharge test, conducted transient emission test, harmonics and flicker emission test, electrical fast transient test and harmonic immunity test. 2 new semi-anechoic chambers for component level are under construction and it will be operational soon. GARC Electric Vehicle Lab can perform life cycle and component safety testing for electric vehicles. EVL charging stations have ultra-high speed charging stations like GBT, CCS Type 2, CHAdeMO, AC Type 2, Bharat DC 001 and Bharat AC 001 for supporting all international and Bharat communication protocols. Vehicle level performance tests consisting of energy consumption, vehicle range, net power and vehicle gradability are carried out in 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler chassis dynamometer. EV battery testing facility has electrical power analyzer, short circuit tester, overcharge tester, battery penetration test rig, programmable AC load, etc. Voltage contact probe test is used to check the user protection against electric shock due to wet conditions. GARC is equipped with a water weight track to simulate road flooding conditions. Automotive Infotronics is involved in development, validation and testing of electronic control units in vehicle and component level in terms of hardware and software. MATLAB, rapid prototyping, hardware in loop system and MCDF are some of the facilities available here. CAD CAE Lab is useful for designing jigs and fixtures, simple static and dynamic structural analysis. GARC Safety Components Lab specializes in testing of seats, seat belts, fuel tank, steering, instrument panel and bumper. This lab has wide range of facilities like head restraint test bench, bumper pendulum, interior fitting test bench, universal tensile machine, SAE J826H point mannequin, automated fuel tank impact pendulum, window retention bench, seat belt testing rig and bus window durability rig. The walk-in climatic chamber is used for full vehicle soaking with different temperature ranges from -20 degrees Celsius to +60 degrees Celsius. Similarly, a component climatic chamber can maintain temperature from -60 degrees Celsius to +175 degrees Celsius with humidity. SCL also has a dust chamber, salt spray chamber and tilt test platform. GARC Photometry Lab has several facilities like goniophotometer, integrating sphere, spectral measurement system, reflectance and transmittance system, and profile projector to evaluate automotive headlamp, signal lamp and reflex system as per CMVR and international regulations. GARC Fatigue Lab conducts real-world load application to vehicles, substances and components to determine the expected life. X-Poster system is specifically equipped to full vehicle testing, ideally suitable for 2-wheelers, passenger cars and light trucks up to 3.5 ton. MAST systems are specifically equipped for multi-axis simulation testing of components and sub-assemblies. The system can be attached or detached with the environmental chamber. The configuration provides 6 degrees of freedom motion for table and test specimens. These can be driven by an opportune signal in the range of frequencies 0 to 100 Hz and maximum payload of 680 kg in temperature range between -30 degrees and +80 degrees Celsius with humidity. UTB has an efficient and safe way of testing automotive components and suspension systems using clamping facilities like T-slots, actuators and portal frames. Electrodynamic vibration shakers with environmental chambers can perform durability tests for components under dynamic loading at high frequencies. GARC Advanced Passive Safety Lab has state-of-the-art facilities to conduct various crash tests as per national and international standards. Fixed rigid barrier crash test can be conducted at up to 120 km/h and car-to-car crash test with max speed of 80 km/h. APSL has 32 wide ranges of dummies for different regulations. An in-house dummy and sensor calibration lab supports calibrating dummies and various crash sensors. APSL airbag test facility is used for airbag deployment with various temperature conditions from -35 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. The universal launcher is used to perform different pedestrian crash tests like adult and child head form, lower leg and upper leg. Airbag and pedestrian protection testing is operational and full vehicle crash facility will be operational soon. The GARC recycling unit is the first step in developing a modern and viable auto recycling industry for the end of life of vehicles. Our unit expertise includes parts material classification, proper disposal of waste generated and value evaluation of scrap vehicles. RDU segregates metal, plastics and hazardous wastes properly and disposes of them as per standard procedure to end the life of vehicles safely. With rich experience, wide expertise and extensive knowledge, every day we get you a step closer to a better and safer tomorrow, working relentlessly until good gets better and better gets the best. We are Global Automotive Research Center, GARC.